Alright, so Winnerbracket Quarterfinal number 2. Who will join Spiral and Cash? So far, 1 orc, 2 orcs actually. Race OP. Joining into this playoffs, we had 2 players from each race. And now we see the Matador from Spain for the Undead versus Neutron, who graced us with his presence yesterday at the cast. He was surprised himself that he made it into the playoffs. He said, I played like shit, but it was enough.
Well, he played shit against Hawk, but I guess Human is his worst matchup.
I'm not really sure. He seems really comfortable against Undead, but yeah. Vortix is really not the normal Undead.
Yeah, he plays different.
Yeah, lots of Gargs, usually, as one of the very few players who does that. Ooh, Potion of Greater Mana for Neutron right away.
Oh, that's a big wisp move in here already. That's a big deal. Kills off 2 of the first skeletons, plus a mana burn. You wouldn't think it, but this slows down the undead. This is more damage. This is quite impactful. Yes. Keeper gets the big mana as well. This time the Ancient of War does not fall.
We got Soon on the line as well. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, pretty perfectly. Crystal clear.
Nice. Perfect.
Did you make it into the game, by the way?
Nope, I couldn't.
It's already started, unfortunately, so we will get you in for map 2, I guess.
Yep, no problem.
This could take a while if it's really Gargs. Like, we have pretty aggressive Neutron now, right? With the potion.
Yeah, yes, the right read. He's expecting the DK to try to power creep as quickly as possible. That's exactly what Vortix is up to. And he's not quite yet level 2, so a creep jack here could be a big deal. Oh, last hit though does go to the DK. That's level 2 now. That's quite possibly the most important thing. That low HP ghoul gets away, but at least one will be falling here. That's only one ghoul going down, so that's not too bad. However, if Neutron can still prevent the rest of the creep camp being taken, that wouldn't be too bad. Big mana committed. That's probably worth it. He gets one more ghoul with that, and possibly even the rest of this natural.
How do you like playing against the Keeper, Chris?
I don't like it. I prefer playing against Demon Hunter.
Because Entangle is OP still?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, Vortix is getting pressured a lot here, down to 50%.
He's not playing Gargs. He's playing straight up Fiends, his normal playstyle.
It's quite a surprise to me as well. We have an expansion by Neutron coming up in the south.
Oh, Pendant of Energy.
Pendant of Energy. Oh boy.
Damn, lots of good items today. And Entangle on the DK. And no, not a Surround. Neutron. It could have been yours.
Ooh. Should have been a TP Force with better movement there on the Keeper. Like, you don't even need a Surround. You just need to stay in range of the DK to keep entangling him over and over. Bit of a sloppy mistake. Forcing that TP is very impactful. But okay. Vortix gets away. Telestaff for the Keeper of the Grove. And now very aggressive. Creeping by Neutron. He is aware how strong his level 2 entangle is right now in this game. Very good early for the Night Elf.
Yeah, he was saying this yesterday that he still enjoys the Keeper way more. It's just his hero, right? Like, since his comeback in the scene a year ago. Oh boy. And now Entangle, that's not even an Alchemist yet. But still so much damage.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Oh boy, if he gets a second Fiend kill here. Oh, Surround almost. Got him. There's a staff.
Worth it a kill.
Important whether this Fiend survives. This is a really big deal, and it doesn't. Ooh, that is an unmitigated disaster. No.
Well, we've seen... Yes, we've seen... No, okay, that's it. GG. I was about to say yesterday we've seen an Undead losing 2 Fiends in the early and then still making it, but not happening here.
That was pretty justified, I'd say.
Yeah. Very good for soon. No big time on the bench here. Welcome to
Yes.
the show.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, for people who might not know you, who the hell are you?
So I'm the organizer. What the fuck? I'm organizing the Rocket Beans League and the Rocket Beans community, and we are like at the moment 2,000 people at the Discord, and I'm also a moderator for Back to Warcraft, moderator for Rocket Beans, and yeah. At
Also
the
an
moment,
admin.
what? Sorry.
Also an admin for our cups.
Yes,
admin leagues.
also for the cups. And season 5 just started on Monday, and we are now like 250 people in the league playing 1-on-1. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's making a lot of fun.
That's super sick, man. I like when you started this Creepjack project, I thought, okay, it's gonna be a couple of players here and there, but how this took off, it's just so much dedicated work throughout the year. So really, really grateful for what you do, and super glad to have you by us, to have you by our side. Jesus.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that you gave me the chance to cast with you guys.
Of course, this is a community event. We want the community here. We're gonna have yours later, I guess, hopefully. So yeah, what's your opinion on the tournament so far? Is there anything that surprised you a lot?
I'm like not the guy that have the expertise. I'm more like trying to entertain when I cast on my channel, but
Hey, I feel that. I feel you
I think the Muslim is my favorite player so far. Of course, because he's playing human, and I'm also playing human myself. I'm not a great player, but I think his I don't know. I like his playstyle.
So it's yesterday we said that the Muslim and Todd are playing quite similar in a way that they creep a lot, and game is up. That they creep a lot and play it kind of slow, and also they are like the two remaining human that not play Mountain King on Terraner stand against Night Elf and all of and stuff like this. So yeah, they are very unique in a way. So we're waiting for Chris, and then we're all in. Sweet.
Okay, I'm in.
Remo, by the way, I like that you said in the early game, yeah, we chose this game because it's going to be way closer than Happy the Muslim. The game is over in 5 minutes.
I mean, it's supposed to be. You know, if we want to be scientific here, let's take a look at the elos, shall we? Where, well, there's quite the discrepancy between the Muslim and Happy. But yeah, depending on how long this series goes, we might be able to catch the end of Happy versus Demo, which is happening on Take's stream also. So get your tool monitor setup going, guys.
All right, game 2 starts. Will it be the revenge of the Matador, or will Neutron surprise us all? Yesterday, when we started the Homestory Cup stream, I looked at the brackets and was like, Neutron 2-0 Hitman? What the hell? This could happen here again. A man full of surprises, Yuri. There we go.
What I really love about the tournament for now is that like every race is, I think we have 2 people of every race at the moment.
In the playoffs, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty much perfect balance, and I guess there's something for everyone to watch.
So far, yeah, we had a little bit of rough days for the undead yesterday. 4 undeads eliminated. That was hard. But I guess. Wait, was a human eliminated?
I think 1.
No.
Who was it? No, the Muslim is in.
No.
Todd was replaced,
Yeah.
and Hawk made it as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, Todd was replaced, yes.
Yeah, I mean, we heard yesterday on numerous occasions just how strong human was from our Night Elf triumvirate. That was a fun cast yesterday.
Yeah, the Night Elves were bitching a lot about human soon. What's your response to that?
Well, of course, the human myself, human is the weakest race by far. And undead is completely imbalanced. and OP.
Are you sure you're on the
um,
wrong stream here, or would you rather cast with Todd?
No, of course. I think I'm playing at my niveau. I think Undead is easier to play in in the beginning of the games as an amateur. But I think when you're playing on the level like Happy and the others, I don't think that balance is really so important. I mean, balance is important, but I don't think. You know what I mean? I'm missing some words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to make mistakes as human. And
Yeah.
especially on lower levels, Undead is a lot more straightforward. I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So my opinion is, at least at my level, that Undead is a little bit stronger than human, but on higher levels, it's something different.
Yeah, it's a lot more about timings and decisions and creep routes and decision making in general. I would agree with that.
Vortix switches up his playstyle here. I think he learned his lesson from map 1, which is don't give Keeper level 3 for free. That's one very obvious way that you can determine that Vortix wasn't around for the Keeper meta, because this is a lesson we learned very quick. Vortix had to learn the hard way here in map 1. And is going to be going for a bit of Wisp harass. Ooh, nice save by Neutron. Airballing that coil. But even if this doesn't lead to many Wisp kills, it still certainly means that Keeper isn't going to be leveling too quickly. In the meantime, Vortix is getting, once again, quickly into Fiends. Not even with 4 ghouls, but only 3 ghouls. And I must say I'm surprised. Like, if you are a Garg player already, why not do it against the Keeper?
Yeah, right? That seems a little counterintuitive. What can you do, like, on tier 2? There's really not much anti-air. I don't know.
He has no dust.
Oh, true. Could be a rather easy kill.
Yeah.
Skip
So
the
Chris
dust, have a faster tech.
So Chris, Vortix is playing for UMAT at W3IL as well.
Yeah.
How's the connection between you guys? Is he really part of the team, or is he just a mercenary that you hired for success in the team league?
He's part of our team, of course. He always tells us when he can play, and so we agree with that.
All right.
It's pretty easy to communicate with him. He's always friendly.
Oh man, these mercs are sitting in a weird spot now. Okay.
Neutron lost an archer to creeps, by the way.
Yeah.
For the
That's
amount.
okay. You know, it's Night Elf. You can afford to do this here.
I mean, he was
5
shitting a lot on
archers.
players yesterday, and now, getting another archer ensnared.
1 archers, 5 archers, 10 archers, 20 hippos. It's okay. You know, you can make more. Now that Vortix has more fiends, I'd like for him to go aggressively, like, do a bit more damage here, perhaps even be forcing a TP, or just run back and then creep the Merc camp with the ghouls, and then go for an early Shadow Priest. I feel like this is still way underutilized against Keeper play. Keeper play against Undead nowadays is way rarer to see, especially on the very highest level. But still, have to keep that in mind. Shadow Priest early for Dispel can be really good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so will we see Gargs this time? No, it's Fiends. Yeah, it's playing Fiends again. And this DK, man, 0 experience? How's he supposed
it's
to...
pretty bad.
Yeah. How's he supposed to coil Nova stuff? When he's only level 1?
Wait. How did you reveal? Ah, Wisp. Yeah, Wisp at the lab. It's continuing to be aggressive. Like, I can understand the super early aggression, prevent level 3 Keeper and so on. But at some point, you should start creeping.
Yeah. It's not that he has a lot of backup. There's 4 skeletons now, but there's also a Wisp in the middle of this little forest here. Can just detonate against it.
Wow.
Ooh, boy.
Just like that.
And it's gone.
Yeah, this game is looking bad.
Yeah, it just seems like Vortix doesn't have the timings down yet. The proper ebb and flow of aggression and passivity. Oh, that was a nice Nova. Okay. It's 2 archers dying, but, you know, as I said, 1 archer dying, 5 archers dying, you know, it's fine.
Oh, still no reveal. There's the dust. That's the kill. Okay, it is a little bit of experience now, but DK, how do you get out of there? I don't think you can. Oh, neutral. Entangle. There we go.
There's a lot of space bot though, honestly. Like 3 archers killed, lots of creeping still prevented on the keeper. Expo still not finished. It's gonna take forever for this tree to actually start mining. And in the meantime, Vortix is reaching tier 3. He's gonna have Destroyer form coming up in a second. Gonna have the orb.
But DK is not even level 2, and he's not even got the unholy aura to regenerate.
He's gonna get it though at some point.
Okay,
That's true,
statues.
but-
Sorry, go ahead.
No. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Well, he's close to level 2 now, but
Speaking of things that take some time, Tree of Life was built here and is now slowly walking over. No Nature's Blessing. Same with that. It's gonna take a while, but with Keeper and Alchemist, they're not as good as they were in 1.30, but they are still able to claim the middle of the map.
Nice thing on LR, as shown here by Vortix, is even if you don't have map control, there's always stuff you can creep. The merchant, or the lab, I should say, is a big camp you can creep pretty safely. Especially the one creep as he pulled it out and slow and surround and so on. Oh, big item right here goes to the Alchemist Ankh, which the DK would have loved to make use of here, but I guess is forced on the Alchemist rather early on. Almost turns into an overextension here by Neutron, but the items keep him alive. Doesn't want to be forced into using that heal pot though. Oh, going for the Lich, but that's a very difficult kill. Like, the Lich you can't kill, the Fiend you might be able to kill. Neutron wasted a lot of mana right there. He went for the DK, whom he can't kill. He went for the Lich, whom he can't kill. A Fiend kill could have been possible. This was definitely a wasted opportunity by Neutron.
but at least he got some time to get his tree to his expo.
Yeah.
So it's not completely wasted, the time he's spending at the under base.
Yeah, he keeps him
But
far
now...
away.
Oh, block! Nice block from the Fiend!
Oh! Vortix and the Fiend blocks, man. I'm becoming such a big fan. I'm not sure if you guys saw that yesterday. Vortix versus Juan. He blocked 2 of Juan's Fiends across the entire bottom of Echo Isles. Like from the far right to the far left. And he does it again here. It's so sweet.
Yeah, honestly, this was a really bad mid-game follow-up by Neutron. This over-aggression, if you don't find kills, is really bad. The Alchemist, you play him because you need more damage amplification because your air units don't do much damage by themselves. So what you need is level 3 Alch for level 2 Acid Bomb. He's not even level 2. He's level 1. He's dead right now. It's only the Keeper who's creeping up a little bit, but his levels don't do much anymore at this point. It's the Alchemist who needs the levels. And in exchange, what Vortix is doing is the Red Camp, who loves leveling up right here. This could be double level 3s for him. This is Claws
lovely
plus 12
item.
for him.
Yeah.
nice.
Claws plus 12. We do love that. And level 3. Big level ups. We have anti-air already coming in for Neutron. It's Hippo Riders. Okay. Who played it yesterday? Mass Air. Was it also Neutron?
Yeah, against Ente, was that the game?
Yes, against Ente. Dude, if he plays it against Vortix, which he does, I think he will just annihilate him.
Yeah, this is a much worse game. As I said, Alchemist is not level 3. There's not a lot of supply. Neutron can't take a fight. He's going for the lane. But Vortix is ready. 2 Spirit Towers coming up.
Is the web ready already?
Yes, it's ready. He did it like 1 minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Great timing. So that tree...
Damage on these Hippo Riders. And that's already, what is that? A total of 1,000 damage? And now, can Neutron come home to defend? Probably not. He's trying to, though.
But I guess this is a whole different ballgame than microing against Ente. Now lots of detonates though to dry up the entire army. But you can see already like the different position on the Fiend is just so much better than it was yesterday. Go with the Beast Pop. Is that enough damage now? Statue taken out, but there's a backup one.
Makes good use of the Dispel of the Destroyer there on cooldown. May be able to get one Fiend. But he forgot about the Dust as well, so he can't kill the Fiends that are saved in the burrow. Very good play by Vortix. And Neutron, a little too sloppy here as it seems. But his Expo still standing. Oh my god, his supply though. Down to 32. Does have a Dust, but doesn't have an army anymore.
Okay, so how do you want to get back? Usually you can mass, of course, with fairies and hippo riders. But I'm not sure if that works without an expansion, which... trying. It's so close. Mass repair, entangle. More lack of damage. This fiend is about to die as well. So is he holding this?
Oh, the Keeper. He doesn't have a TP anymore. Got the staff at least.
Alchemist on its own with a couple of fairies. Another statue probably down, but the new one is here. Happy took the 1-0, by the way. But that first game took way longer than expected.
Yeah, I thought it will be like 12 to 15 minutes. We will all in push him and yeah.
Probably. Matt, how is this Expo still up? How did Neutron hold this?
Just hanging on, barely. But he still doesn't have much of an army. Getting more and more Fiend kills, I guess. Oh, but the Keeper needs to transfer the staff, and he does. So liking Vortix's position here. Another big call comes in. 2 targets are webbed. And guess what? The Haunted Goldmine counter expo is coming up here in just a second. This is pretty much... This is done. This is over.
Yeah, Vortix got it.
Oh, the blocks
It's nice.
again. Right click.
Frostmourne hungers. I knew it.
Really good adaptation. Vortix in the first game got punished for a greedy creep route. That big mana also didn't do him any favors that Vortix had, that Neutron had. And definitely slightly sloppy play here by Vortix in game 2. Dude, I'm messing up these freaking names. By Neutron in game 2, Vortix gets the win. That's the 1-1. And we're gonna have a decision on map 3.
GG indeed. Man. Vortix striking back. This is how I imagine it. But if you play Mass Air against Vortix, it's kind of a death loss. Because it's just, he's microing so crazy.
Yeah, this is normally why we don't see this strat on the highest level anymore. Against Happy, against 1-2-0, they just micro perfectly. The DK hits level 4, nothing ever dies again.
It's so impressive. Alright, going into game 3, I like that. Lots of game 3s. That's the third one in 3 sets. After the 2-1 of Cash versus Hawk, 2-1 of Spyro versus Foggy. Now we're getting a 2-1 here as well.
And I wonder if it's going to be Keeper again. It feels like Vortix really identified how to play against the Keeper. Don't let him creep too much. Play aggressively. Make his life hard. Don't give him easy expansion. Be disruptive. Even if it comes at the cost of your own experience.
I guess we will see Garks now. I'm pretty sure about it.
What's the map?
Twisted Meadows.
Oh yeah, I can see that as well.
I guess one of the best maps for Garks.
It's not that easy to creep with them, but it's, yeah, they're so big. Is the game up? Not yet, right? Yeah?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, it's the same game name as before.
So, what do you think about Twisted Meadows? I mean, on the one hand, it's like refreshing to see different strategies, but often I feel it's like more like laming, and I'm not sure about the map because, like yesterday in the Clan War, we had like Kevin played against another human, and he lamed with Tinker, and he was like level 8 in the end, and Kevin lost the map, and it's like fun to see, but sometimes maps when they take like an hour. It's also like yesterday, also the cup. So what do you think about the map?
I think it's a cool map. It's very unique. I think it's nice to have a map like this in the pool. I would prefer to have a better Twisted Meadows. Like, you know, it's very random. There's no good creeping in the early. It's really imbalanced with the races. But I like the general idea of the map, the big macro aspect. As far as laming goes, yes, it does encourage more laming. But I think that's kind of down to the players to rectify. There's always ways to punish laming. And oftentimes, if you allow laming, then the reason is that you're just too bad to punish it. So just get better, you know. and I'm talking about myself as much as anyone else.
Get good. I like Twisted as well once in a while, but I really don't want to see it become standard. If we always get 70-minute maps like yesterday in Spiral vs. The Walk, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's cool to have an odd one out map, but I think fixing starting positions could be cool, so you don't have any close spawns to just cross, so it's fair. Yeah, I think it's sometimes really overwhelming if one guy gets the access to the mercenary camp and the other gets access to a shop. That feels unfair and you can't really do anything about it, especially when the Night Elf was able to get like double merc access. Shout out Sonic and Foggy, who did this really well.
Yeah, there's so many imbalances on this map. Also, there's only one race that can safely creep. That's Orc. Everyone else has to take a risk creeping. Plus, Orc can snipe the rock golems early, which is also kind of iffy. Like, yeah, there's a lot of... Balance-wise, it's very questionable. But
Do you
it's very
think
unique.
it can even be balanced, a big map like this, with so many creeps and shops and mercs? In one-on-one at least?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, maybe it's a little more volatile, but whether you have a lot of creeps or few creeps, item drops are always imbalanced in nature, so...
True.
It's perhaps magnified on this map, but it's the same concept.
Vortix threatening an Acolyte kill? Oh, it doesn't get it.
Very surprised he's not stealing the Shadow Priest away.
Oh, he has a chance now. Nope, Neutron gets it.
I think this is a big mistake.
Oh, the gold missed.
Oh, he's bringing ghouls in aggressively. Oh, okay. That's a big commitment. So he made 4 ghouls quickly to bring 2 aggressively. Because he made 4 ghouls, he didn't have the supply open to steal the Shadow Priest away.
Ah.
I wonder what's better.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is it a second engine of war coming up? What the hell? Is it again just for base defense, or does he really plan on playing mass archers? So hard.
Might just be for creeping. But that's weird. You have a keeper, you can creep anyways.
Yeah.
Plus, you're probably gonna get the Berserker in just a second. Tech for Neutron's gonna be pretty late.
So is it Gargs this time? Is Chris right? So far, we don't see a second crypt yet. He's going heavier on ghouls again. That's just the third one, I guess.
Happy 2-0's the Muslim, by the way.
Damn, the second game? How quick was the second game? Damn. Yeah, that's Happy in tip-top shape. That's the first 2-0. That's the third player in the playoffs. Spiral, Cash, and Happy. The winner of this game will be playing against Happy.
As I said already 3 times, I would like to see Vortix against Happy.
Yep.
That game has to be done today.
It's probably not happening in the lower bracket, judging from Happy's performances in the past 3 years.
Fiends, by the way.
Oh, wow. 3 games of Vortix vs. Night Elf and not a single gargoyle.
But
Watching
Keeper
Vortix's
still
game
level
here, I'm definitely gonna start playing more aggressively against Keeper. This looks so good. Just level 1 aggro. It is the way. Alright, here's the Berserker now. What would be really good by Vortix if he used his 2 Fiends and 4 Ghouls now to creep the Knolls while harassing. That would be sick.
Neutral is sending another Wisp to the north. Probably an expansion.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, Entangle.
Yeah, that
Should
had
be a
to happen
surround.
at some point.
Oh my
Well, we
god.
opened it.
Night Elf surrounds lol W.
So, Lich is out. 5 Ghouls, Slaughterhouse. Soon, as a tournament organizer yourself, do you think the scene should exclude Happy from playing tournaments like this?
Oh, it's such a hard question, and
Yeah,
I really
know.
don't know an answer because, I mean, to be honest, you can't exclude him just because he's winning. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, we just need to concentrate, or
Players' forces
we
are
need
under attack.
other better players who can compete with him. That's the only solution I could come up with. But yeah, with a wasted start of Reforged and maybe the possibility to get new players into Warcraft 3, it will be difficult.
Yeah, I agree. And I think we, like, at this point with him being banned at GGG and excluded from Back to Warcraft Cups because of ELO and him not playing in Chinese tournaments anymore, that's his biggest income, I guess.
Yeah.
And of course we want to have him in the scene for like WGL and stuff.
But like we also have the same problem in our league and our cups when Kevin is playing with us.
The
because
legendary
he's-
Kevin Schwem.
Yeah, he's on a different level than the other players, and it's like, okay, let's make a cup, let's make maybe a prize pool, and then it's like, yeah, well, we make a prize pool, and Kevin is gonna get it, and so it's a difficult question.
Wait, who is in the highest league of Rocket Beans league?
At the moment, wait, let me check. Of course, Kevin just joined League 1 now, and we have a lot of players in the lower leagues that are, of course, player who will play sooner or later in League 1. But there's Changer, maybe you know him, Kevin, of course, and other players who are longer in League 1, but players like...
Hold up, there's gonna be a big creep jack over here.
Sorry.
Keeper has 2 entangles, aiming for the DK. This could be a hero kill. This would be really painful, obviously, for Vortix. He's trying to run away as best as he can. Oh, takes a step north. I think he just should have gone top left. And that might be the mistake that cost him his life. I think it was. Oh, 1 more, 2 more, archer shot.
4 acid bomb needs to go to the shop, needs a potion super quick! Gets it!
Whoa!
Jesus, Vortix!
Oh my god.
Survival skills of doom!
Dude, that was half a second for the tick or something.
Yep. Oh, that could save his winner bracket run.
And that's the next big overextension by Neutron. Dude, how did he not learn from map 1? Map 2, excuse me. This is exactly the same thing.
And Chad wanted to see Happy versus the Muslim. Jesus, more mercs. He's backed against the corner again.
How close was that, though? My lordy.
Entangle, Destroyer, the spell. He's free,
Oh,
trying
slow.
to block. Run for him to get out. Can he reach the shop again? Looks like it. Yep, takes an archer out as well. Lich and Fiends
What
exposed.
the hell
but
are you doing?
no mana on the keeper anymore.
Oh my god. He warmed up his throwing arm this morning. Oh, Jesus. You know, I mean, you can make an argument. He was so close to killing the DK. If he kills the DK, maybe he wins the game. But there's no way he can win that this. He can know that this is gonna be so close.
Yeah.
What if Vortix went for a safety heal pot or heal scroll? Then this whole move is just a big waste. Which, well, it turns out to be.
Got to be kidding me.
It's so frustrating.
And he just overextended.
Yeah. He has only himself to blame. If he doesn't realize it now, he will realize it later.
Players' forces are under attack.
Pen of
Pen
energy.
of energy. Vortix is getting rewarded for his immaculate play. Could probably just easily counter expand now.
No
Thought-
Steph.
Yeah, is there anything else? There's a TP again. Alchemist, kind of low. Gloves of Haste,
Oh!
here's the Nova.
You're gonna get the
Almost
kill?
steals it. Oh, needs the staff. Oh, TP out. Oh, yeah, we said no staff, but TP, yeah, gets it.
What if to creep the red cam now if he wants? This is the magic triangle. I don't want to ping, but imagine lab, red cam starting position, and the merchant. This is always the magic triangle of Twisted. This is the most valuable point on the whole map, which there are two of. The two starting positions that are not claimed by spawning players.
6 fairy drinks.
A player's forces
Not too
are
much.
under attack.
Not even 50 supply. Vortix, of course, has Web, 4 Fiends, and one of the greatest micro in all of Europe. Thank you, Slash, for the sub. And Nordbob and Plankje as well.
Thank you guys. Shout out Slash! I hope Schalke is doing good. No, wait, it's the one.
Alrighty. Little bit of damage. Is there a heal scroll or something? There's still the big mana. There's still an invo potion, so hero focus should be preventable. Whisper not detonating now, they do, but as I said, big mana. And the kiting is so good. Always trapping the fairies on the ground. Oh, is there another dispel for the fiend? No, but there's a coil. Takes out the... Oh, step out. Okay, he learned. Got that step. Ooh,
Oh.
that's it.
Okay, gets the statue of leaves. This is the only kill so far. The DK gets focused next, breaks out of it with the invul. Really good usage of Frost Armor here, by the way.
Yeah,
Makes
whenever the
killing this
alchemist is
fiend much
attacking.
harder.
Things start to fall now, though. Yeah, but this is the kiting that we're used to seeing with Fiends versus Fairies. Oh, can he break out of this? Yes, he does. Trying to get in with Chemical Rage, but it's just not happening. Ooh, nukes the Alchemist now, gets him out.
And now the Keeper's out of mana. No
Yep.
entangles to fear anymore. Makes kiting with Fiends real easy. Fiend numbers aren't the highest anymore, but you can still fight with 2 Fiends and 2 heroes. One more coil, but that's also Vortix's last bit of mana. Vortix knows the Alchemist is coming back, but before he's back, hit trading can still be effective. Snipes one more fairy. Almost. Wants it. Gets it. Level 4.
And on the back of this, he's expanding as well.
A player's forces
Yeah.
are under attack.
How different a fight like this can look like, right? If you compare Neutron versus Enter and Neutron versus Vortix.
It was very different fights. Enter was doing this with like 4 ghouls in the mix, only 2 fiends. But also, yes, Vortix is a little bit better. But the early game made the big difference. Like, this was a fight without high-level Alchemist. It was very aggressive early Vortix once again, which I think is the way against the Keeper. Khadga's gem, not the greatest. But level 4 DK, and this is a massive deal. The level 2 aura really does make enormous differences. Vortix probably shouldn't fight here, he's out of mana. Yeah, TP's out. Says he saved the fiend. Oh wow. Saved all the fiends, even killed one fairy.
Even the destroyer is
Looking
alive.
hot.
Yeah. Okay, now he has double income. Neutron tries to establish the third base. Is there a tier 3? Anything? Nope. So no Podum, no Hunter Soul, no upgrades, no orb. All that is blocked behind the tech tree.
A player's forces are
I like
under
Vortix
attack.
going for the safety TPs. He knows he's far ahead. Only thing he needs to make sure is that he doesn't lose his whole army and he doesn't lose one of his bases.
I feel like the elves of yesterday would complain that fairy dragons do way too little damage and should all be buffed.
Also, they only have magic immunity. Why don't they have physical damage immunity?
They should just be invulnerable.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, you should be able to attack during phase shift, actually.
A player's forces are under attack.
With like mind control something. Yeah, I totally agree. And the armor is a little low in phase shift as well. Good. Bone Chime's now completely useless, of course. For the Alchemist, it's kind of nice. Heal Scroll.
Are fairy dragons the units where mana is most useless on? Are they ever out of mana?
I never saw them out of mana, to be honest.
A player's
How much
forces
does
are
mana
under
flare
attack.
form cost?
And how much is Phase Shift?
Phase shift, I think, is really cheap, right? Phase shift is 25 mana. Mana flare form is 50 mana.
Yeah. They have what?
A town
All
is
mana.
under siege.
200. Okay.
But mana flare lasts for 30 seconds, so... gonna have to look out for that for the future, maybe.
Neutron is making a good job scouting here with the treants in the bottom right. Addressing the Acolyte. Oh, Muddy! Survives with 7, but that's might be the decisive fight over Neutron's Expo here. Statue a little bit far forward, getting nuked immediately. Well done by Neutron. That's level up as well. Muddy still survives. Nova and the Alchemist, of course, can't affect these Fairy Dragons as they are. Magic immune. Wisps always in these fights. I like that by Neutron a lot. He's never forgetting about them and drains mana of Lich and statues here. Level 5 Lich, though.
Doesn't have mana at the moment. But that's okay, I guess. Statues all taken out. This is a big deal. No passive regen for Neutron in the back. Also, out of mana. This could suddenly be a decent fight for the Night Elf. But it's so hard to find these kills, even without armor upgrades on the Fiends. Because, once again, Vortix's kiting is on point. Destroyers moved back mostly in time. Oh, Alchemist dropping low. There is a staff. Gets him out. And you know what? Neutron did find quite a few kills here.
Yes.
But again, now dust, I guess.
Is there a lot of burrow? Oh yeah, one. One is okay.
2.
Two.
Yeah, Vortix needs more upgrades, and he needs to make sure he engages into these fights with more mana pots.
Neutron is doing a good job so far, I guess. Chasing further. Shouldn't be too much mana. No, there's almost no mana anymore on the Death Knight.
Oh, that Nova!
Huge Nova onto all 3 trolls. Bye-bye.
Also a few more kills for Neutron, but the thing is, in this kind of scenario, when you're fighting 2-base with a worse army, what you need is ultimates. And he's so far away from that.
Experience really speaks volumes of this game. But no one really got the third base up. That's all up for grabs. Close to level 5, Keeper of the Grove. More fairies.
I personally
Yes,
would go for Aura level 3 at Vortex point. To kite even better.
Yeah. We've seen that before sometimes by 1-0. There's absolutely an argument for that as well. But Vortix, more than most other top undeads, loves going for hero focus every now and then. And their coil certainly can be nice. Also for healing up the Lich. Coil is really good. On the Fiends, it doesn't make much of a difference.
All the ghouls could be intercepted by the fairies. Oh, they took 2 volleys to kill 1 ghoul. That Keeper, though.
Vortex setting up third base.
Maintenance are going to be expiring soon. Vortex is getting ready to stay on 2 mining bases. Just solid play all the way through. Keeps on pressuring, making sure this way that his next expo is coming up. Mana and HP and levels all looking decent. All Vortix has to make sure is that the kiting game remains good. And there's no reason for us to doubt that it will.
Can he save this one? That's his lifeline here. The second base. Otherwise, he can't really afford this. 2 fairies hurt. Going for the Lich hard. Oh no. Switches it up to the Fiends. I like that. Acid Bomb right click is the way to go. Ghouls affected by Acid Bomb as well. Fairy Dragons survived quite long in this fight actually. Destroyer moved to the side. No mana on the DK anymore.
But so many Fiends. And lots of passive healing from the back. Oro coming in again. There is a Dust now, finally. So he's going to be able to find some kills. But boy, is Neutron dropping in supply. Everything's webbed. Everything's dying. Lich is level 6. Are we going to have a celebratory ultimate? Doesn't quite have the mana for it.
Oh, Keeper is deadsies, and that must be game without Entangle. You can't find kills anymore. Amazing start. GG. And we get our dream winner bracket semi-final in Vortix versus Happy. Neutron relegated to the lower bracket.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys now. I'll watch it on stream. Relaxed.
Chris, thank you so much. Did a great job. Where can people find you if they want to see more of you or get more information about UMAD Gaming?
On my Twitch, on Chris TV.
Alrighty,
and on Twitter, UMAD WC3. Vortix is keeping a nice job at Twitter.
Shout out to all of you guys. Good luck in the WGTL. Next week is gonna be rough, but we will be cheering for you. Thumbs up press, we're knocking on wood. So go UMAD and have a wonderful day, Chris.
Thank you. Have fun casting this.
Thanks, man.
Definitely
Goodbye.
will.
Bye.
So Chris is gone. With that, I need to adjust this. All of this. Man, this screen grab stuff. Quite a hassle.
So Spiral versus Cash and Happy versus Vortix are our semifinals in the upper bracket. That on paper looks, of course, like 2 Uns and 2 Orcs. But Cash is off racing. Now, Chad, take a guess. What race is Cash playing?
We have the games in, like an order of games.
Yeah, Cash and Spiral first. At the same time as lower bracket, the Muslim versus Neutron. And then Happy versus Vortix after.
Okay. Alright then.
So anyways, Cash is playing Elf, as I imagine most people would have thought. That seems to be Cash's best off race, after which Human, and then Undead.
So we're not getting a mirror match. Interesting. Production. Cash versus.
So it's gonna be Hawk versus Foggy. First round lower bracket, man. That's pretty crazy.
That's sick indeed. That's gonna be on a second stream, though. We will be going with the winners because we're a winner stream.
I think with when you're playing Master Air as a Night Elf, you really need a critical mass to like more or less one-shot a Fiend against Undead. Because other way, you don't have enough damage against the heal of the statues and the coil. But I'm not too sure about it. I don't know. What do you think about it?
Yeah, that's certainly true. This strat only really worked well in the late game with 65 plus. But even if you have 80 supply Fairy Dragons, it's not enough if the Undead is on 2 bases. Once the Undead gets to 2 bases, the game's practically over. Unless you are on 3 bases, then maybe it can work. But once Undead has sick economy with good hero levels and mass Fiends, this strat is just really unreliable. There is a reason why we don't see it on the highest level anymore.
I'm going for a smoke real quick until the game is up. 3,100 people. That is wonderful. Cookie Killer 92 with a €2 donation. An idea for you to discuss. Instead of exclude Happy for being too good, you can change the split so other good players get more money too. example in percentages, 40, 30, 20, 10 for 4 players could be then 30, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10 for 6 person. Oh, that's a lot of numbers, man. What he says is we should flatten the prize pools.
That is a very good idea for big tournaments where there's big prize money, but in weekly cups where there's only $100, I don't know.
Yeah,
In this tournament, that is pretty much the case, by the way. We have a pretty flat payout. The total prize money is 2,000, and first place only, in quotes, gets 650. So it's less than half, which I think is always good. Trying to, you know, spread the wealth in best Bernie Sanders spirit.
I also think that is maybe the best option for at least bigger prize monies to flatten the curve.
Okay, so it seems like we're gonna have. So Wikipedia is not accurate. We're gonna have Spiral versus Cash now, and also Foggy versus Hawk. Okay, and then Happy versus Vortix and the Muslim versus Neutron later. All right. So we're going to be sticking with the upper bracket, of course. Foggy vs. Hawk in the lower bracket is also a really good game, though. But Spiral here is one of the biggest stories of this tournament. Spiral had been struggling a little bit this year. Didn't have the most success, and in some matches recently was looking pretty rough. But here in this tournament is absolutely excelling. X-Lord yesterday defeated in that crazy end towards that crazy stream. I guess the craziest game was against Dowak, certainly. On Twisted.
True.
But beating Foggy 2-1, and now against Cash in the same matchup. That's some ballsy play by Cash, right? Like, Spiral just defeated Foggy, Europe's best Night Elf, and Cash
Yep,
now
true.
off races as Night Elf. What does he have planned? I imagine it's going to be standard, right? Keeper hunts. What do we know?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Right. We have another guest, and that is a previous guest and friend of the stream for many, many, many years. Remo, you actually met him in person. It's gonna be high tech. FFA Master Caster.
Nice to have him back. We also had him on the town hall this week. Wait, was this week? I think it was. Talking about maps. Oh, we can talk a lot about maps with height. Nice.
Oh, at one Touchdown meeting, there was a discussion about having different maps, like community maps, getting into the pool. And we also thought about that in our league. And we thought maybe, okay, at the moment, a matchup is like 2 games. So we thought about it, maybe adding another game and have them to play the community map, like to get it played and people have to train on it. But we're still not sure, because our league is pretty casual with a lot of different levels of skill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about it if you can make people to play a map and have fun with it. But do you think it would be a chance maybe to have to make people play like new maps in bigger tournaments? Or is it not
I think it's
possible?
doable. Yeah, it's not exactly comfortable for a lot of people. because the maps that will be forced are not in the ladder rotation, so it's hard to practice. So you're gonna have fewer games, you're gonna have less experience, you're gonna feel a little less comfortable. But sometimes, you know, you can make people feel a little less comfortable. There's an option to do it. You just have to make the choice. Are you willing to make your players suffer basically a little bit for
Yeah.
more interesting maps?
I guess it's the only option. Maybe we could do it with Pat's Ladder.
Yeah. Pat's Ladder is the
changing
best
the
option.
map. Yeah.
But that's on a bit of a freeze right now. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we're gonna have more development there in a few weeks or something.
All right. High Tech, welcome to the show. Or not. I guess you're muted or something. Talk to us. Or just figure things out. Oh wow, Dark and Yours casting in German right now.
That's pretty cool.
Also an Attack's reunion right there. Soon do you follow the German Warcraft scene above the Rocket Beans League? Like we have the ESL Meisterschaft coming up in 1 month and a bit.
So in the last month, of course, or as soon as I started playing Warcraft 3 again, like 1.5 years ago with Creepjack. But before, I didn't care. So I played when I was like 13 or 12, 14, I started playing Warcraft 3. But I never really followed the esports scene too close. But now I'm really interested, and because of you guys, that's like, I mean, it's the best channel to follow all these things. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm following it, but I'm still not too familiar with all the pro players and not with the German scene because there are so many names, and I think I need to take some time to get into it.
And we definitely have to bring you the players closer. Speaking of taking some time, how long does it take to get your hair like that every morning?
It's not. So normally I have like curls, and I have to flatten them, but I basically don't need that much time. It's after I flatten them, they are basically like this. So it's like taking 15 minutes, maybe.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Did you have this crazy hairstyle for all your life, or like
No.
from the teenage years on?
I mean, I could show you a picture when I have like curly hairs from like 10 years ago. No, like it's more like 15 years ago. I showed it to my stream like a few days ago, so because of that I have it here. But yeah, that's me. With my afro.
It looks
Like
amazing.
15 years ago. Yeah, that's how my hair looks if I don't flatten it. But like for a year now, I try different colors and just try some different things with my hairs.
Could you make it
So-
half and half so the left hand side is curled and the right hand
Actually,
side?
yeah. Maybe for the next time, then we can make a vote.
That would definitely be my idea, like a two-face, just hair-wise.
Yeah.
It looks kind of weird though. Actually, a friend of mine did that because he lost a bet with me, and he had the one side green and the other side blue,
Oh, wow.
and it looked very special. And he had to keep it for, I think it was a month was the bet, and then he shaved it off. Yeah,
I mean,
you could do that for you, Neo. What do you think?
Great idea. What kind of bet do you want me to lose?
do you think you have a chance in your league?
Absolutely not. Like, did you see my game on Thursday? Boy, I got so trashed.
Yeah, it's so hard if you don't play like for a week. It's no chance.
Yeah.
But your league, of course, it's pretty difficult.
Is the showtime I have to play, is that the old EPS showtime? Are you probably...
That's the showtime.
It's what?
It's the showtime from EPS, yes.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Remo, that's my league that I have to
But the
play.
showtime from EPS is in League 3?
Yeah. He needs
What?
to be like you have to every season you can get one league up, and he started in League 5. So
Okay.
He started a little
That's
later after seedings were
remember.
done.
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a rough one, Neo.
Yeah. And I guess High Tech is back.
Whoop whoop.
Yes, there you are. Wonderful. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Welcome, Isaac.
How are you?
We're doing great. Actually, this morning I had a big headache because I think I laughed too much yesterday with Ankes especially. But now more
Not today. Not today.
No, today's no laughing matter. No. I guess with you, it could be fine. How are you dealing with all that Corona quarantine shit?
It's fine. No, I mean, yeah, can't complain really. And I mean, it's hard to complain if in other countries they're not even allowed to go outside. So I guess.
Yeah, are you
Yeah.
following Kaldor's Twitter by any chance?
No. Should
Yeah. If you're into whining how bad things are in Spain, then that is the #1 Twitter account for you.
I just saw that he had like some new Peloton indoor bike, and he seemed very happy when I saw his the one post some days ago. But maybe not anymore.
He's trashing the Spanish government a lot, but we're not trashing anyone. We have a game to our hands. It is